This conference will now be recorded.
Well, I just want to welcome everybody this evening, and I'm so excited to get started. And it's always fun to talk about how we can put money in your pocket. That is the most fun part about this. So today we're going to talk about how you or your team can achieve Bronze Ambassador. So you might want to have a pen and paper because this is very important. So there's 3 different steps to achieve Bronze Ambassador. So it's your personal sales need to be $200 each campaign. I'm sure a lot of you are already there. If not, don't worry. We are going to show you the way to get there tonight. Number 2, 3 orders in your first generation. So what does that mean? So what that means is, yes, you could have 10, 20, 30 people on your team, but at least 3 of those people have to be placing orders of any size at the same time that you're placing your $200 in personal sales that campaign. First generation, what does that really mean? Well, that means the people that you personally sign up under you, because you will have eventually a second, third, and fourth generation or more. So that's what first generation means. Third step to achieving your $500 bonus and commission is having $1,000 in combined sales with you plus your team in one campaign. Now, how do I achieve that $500 bonus? That's going to be over 4 campaigns, okay? So you need to achieve these 3 steps over 4 campaigns. You do have 1 grace campaign, okay? So go ahead and go to the next slide, Kathy. So you want to set campaign goals each campaign, okay? So remember how we said you need at least $200 in personal sales? Well, whenever you have, let's say 8 customers and $50 in average customer orders, that equals $400 in sales. Now, if you have $400 in sales, and you're at contender level, which means you haven't made premier level yet, that's 25% in earnings. So that gives you $100 in your pocket. Now, premier level, that is the next step up that you would want in the President's Club program. That's $5,000 in annual sales or cumulative sales. Whenever you achieve that, you step up to 30% in commission and 20% on fashion and home. So if you look at the next level, that's President's Club, which is $10,000 and 40% commission in beauty and then 25% in fashion and home. So I just want you to know it is not hard to get $200 in sales. We showed you $400 in personal sales. That's only 8 people placing an order. You know lots of people, right? So we're going to go on and show you some more steps.
So let's talk a little bit more about this bonus opportunity. Tammy kind of showed you the way to get there, but what is it really for you? What is the money behind this program, and what do you need to do to actually get there? So kind of breaking down the money just a little bit, and a reminder that with the bonus opportunities, you get $20 per recruit that you actually have join your team. When they place their first qualifying order, you get $20, and they actually get a $20 bonus check as well through the stepping stone bonus. But that's not where your earnings actually end. Did you know that you can get up to 6% commission off of your first generation when you hit Bronze Ambassador? That's right, 6%. That is that residual income that comes to you every 2 weeks from every single person that places and pays for their order during a campaign. Let's talk more about bonus. Tammy told you how to get to the bronze ambassador spot. But don't forget, you get a cumulative of $500 every time you hit that $1,000 in team sales each campaign, totaling $500 plus your commissions plus recruiting bonuses. That is absolutely incredible. And then guess what? When the people on your team see what you're doing and they want an extra taste of that bonus money too, they're going to want to follow in your footsteps. And we also offer mentor bonuses when you help people on your team in your first generation also achieve leadership titles, just like bronze ambassador, like what you're working for. If you need to know more information, go to Seller Central on Avon Now, Intro to Leadership, and take a look at the career and compensation guide. It will give you all of the further details that you need to know. So let's do a little bit more math, shall we? Look at all of these great, amazing opportunities. And when we add this up, wow, the math really does speak volumes. There is bonus money absolutely everywhere with Avon's leadership program, not only when you promote yourself, but you also lead by example and help the people on your team also earn money. So what you can actually see on the screen is the total promotion bonuses at each level when they become an ambassador all the way through executive leaders. These are bonuses paid out over 4 campaigns. And then it also has right next to it the mentor bonuses that match. So every time there's a promotion bonus paid out, a mentor is also getting a bonus for that too as well. So wow, those earnings can really add up. Is that right, Kathy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Lane, we've got a very special treat tonight. We actually have a very special guest that is joining us tonight that's going to share with you her success, how she's, and not only that, but she has only been with us for 8 campaigns, and she has already reached the level of silver ambassador. She lives in Lula, Georgia, and I would like to introduce Donna Kent, and I'm going to take her off of mute so that she can speak to you tonight. Hello, Donna. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can. So, Donna, thank you so much for joining us tonight. What can you tell everybody on the call? How have you been so successful?
With recruiting, I set my mind to something, and I'm one of those people that if I want it bad enough, I'm going to get it. And I want gold, so I'm actually, but hopefully by the end of this campaign, I'll actually be gold ambassador, not silver. We're close to it. It started out in my first 2 campaigns. In my 3rd campaign, I got my first recruit, and then in my 4th, I think I got 2 more. And I make fat packs, which is a brochure inside of a cellophane bag with some samples, a business card, and a recruiting flyer in the back of it. And I hand those out. I try to share the opportunities with everybody. So I got lucky. I have a really, really amazing team. My girls, one of them she just joined last campaign, and she should be bronze ambassador this campaign. So the way that I work my team is, the way I see it, if they succeed, I succeed. Because if they're not succeeding and they're not doing what they want to do, then I'm not going to be where I want to be. So we have, I give each one of them, when they first sign up, they get a mini kit from me, which includes brochures, so that they can get started. Because unfortunately, we don't give them as many brochures as they'd like when they start, especially if it was free. And then it's hard sometimes to get the next campaign's book. So if they joined in campaign 11 and they want to start selling in campaign 12, sometimes it's hard to get that book. So I try to give them a mini kit, which includes 10 of the first campaign they're going to have, 5 of the next. I make my own samples, so I give them samples to see what they look like. And most of my team makes their own samples because of that. And then I've been in direct sales for a while, and I've been in leadership before. And so we have manager calls. And what that entails is I call them, I ask them what their goals were, How are they getting business? Are they putting out their brochures? How many brochures are they putting out? And I stress it all the time, follow up is key. So when you hand somebody a brochure, have a sticky note or something that you can write down their information, and that way you have their number to call them and say, hey, I'm about to put my order in. Would you like anything? So they're really, really good at follow-up. We started campaign 11 on Wednesday. By Friday, we'd already reached $1,000 in sales. We're up to like 3,500 with a week ago, 5 days ago. So I share the opportunity with everybody, and I've talked to my leaders and my team. 2 of them should promote to bronze ambassador this campaign. I asked them, what do you do to get recruits? And they're doing the same thing. They share it on Facebook. They share it with their customers. They share it with their friends and family members. And our team is called the Cooper Troopers, but our motto is killing the goals. At the beginning of this campaign, I asked each one of them, what is your goal for campaign 11? And they each gave me their goal. Killed their goals. Most of them were like $250 what I want to do, and some of them have already hit $550. So they're doubling their goals. I try my best to call them every couple days, say, hey, do you need anything? Do you have any questions? Mind you, I have not been in the business long. So sometimes I don't know the answers to questions they have. But it's being encouraging to them and being there when they need it, so that they know that they have a mentor that they can count on. And then, like I said, I share the opportunity with everybody. There's a challenge. I told Avon 13 years ago when my son was born, and it was called the No Challenge. You want to get 100 no's. That's the goal. So in those 100 no's, you should get a yes somewhere. I have 1 new rep that joined today, and I think I have 2 more that should be in by the end of the weekend. So our team will be at almost 16 or 17 reps by the end of this weekend. So it's more, I guess I want to be successful in my life. I want to be independent. I want to be able to take care of my children and pay for their college. I want to be able to go on nice trips. And I can't do that if I'm not doing my job. And I know in the back of my head that the money's in leadership. I'll get the sales, I'll get the money from the sales. That comes with it. But for me, with leadership, if I can get, my goal is to be bronze leader by the end of the year. I might make it sooner than that. But if I can get that goal reached, then I've succeeded. But I can't succeed if I'm not recruiting people and teaching them how to make and grow a successful business. So when they first sign up, they get the kit from me. They're invited to our Facebook group. I tell them to watch the modules and get some knowledge. And then I try to encourage them to make sure that they at least place their order for their book so that they don't miss out. And then it's just like every time I make an ad, I share it with them and they share it with their team. Like I said, I've got 2 that I know will make bronze ambassador this campaign. And then 1 who's she's recruiting. She's got 1 that I guess on the hook. She just hasn't finished reeling her in yet. And she already has 1 recruit. And I've got several new reps who are interested in leadership. That would be my generation 2. So my grandbabies, they're already ready. They're like, I want to do this too. But it's more making sure that I get the word out, because if you don't tell somebody that they have the opportunity to make more money or to be their own boss. And I have a 10-month-old daughter. She's my business partner. She goes everywhere with me. So if I can show them that they can make money, then they're more likely to join my team or sign up to sell Avon. So I also have a chronic illness. So it's surprising for me that I've done as well as I have in the last campaign. But again, it's my team. It's not just me, it's my team. Because sometimes I can't get out of the house. So when I do manage to get out of the house, I'll ask anybody, hey, would you like to earn some more money? I have an opportunity that I'd like to share with you. And then tell them about it. If they say no, I didn't lose anything. 100 no's. So, but at least I tried. And in the back of their head, they might, like when this happened, when COVID-19 happened, there are a lot of people who are not getting the income that they're used to. And they're searching for something, some type of supplemental income. So I've had a lot of people ask about that. But for me, it's just getting the word out, making sure that they know there's an opportunity there, and trying to be knowledgeable myself. Bless it, Kathy probably gets tired of me sometimes because I'm constantly asking questions. But if I learn, then I can teach my team. And I've taught my generation ones that are in leadership how to do their manager calls. So they'll do their manager calls at the beginning of the month. So they should have already done them. And then we have a team meeting next week. And what I'll do is I'll do my manager calls with my leaders before that sales meeting, so that I can find out what is that their team needs, so that I can plan. And then we're having a team meeting at least once a month, so that they can get new ideas, they can ask questions, they can say, hey, this worked for me. It's just making sure that they're being successful. I think that's the key to growing a good team. And I've always said quality over quantity. I would rather have 10 reps making $5,000 in sales than 60 reps and 30 of them be inactive. So I'm trying to build a team that is solid, that I know that can carry on throughout the next couple campaigns, or the rest of the year, or the next 10 years, however long they choose to stay with Avon. So that's how we do it, is just making sure that the word gets out. I have flyers, and I make sure that my team has the same flyers, so that they put their information on it, and then they can actually hand those out. And I've got 2 that are like, I want bronze, and then one of them is actually, she's shooting for silver this campaign, which is very impressive, since she's only been in, this is her 3rd campaign, and she wants silver ambassador.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna get it, Donna. You better get it first.
Donna,
you know that I have it.
Donna, I'm listening to you, and I'm seeing in the chat box, you're such an inspiration for so many that have, maybe not heard of leadership, or maybe they are just now starting to think about going into leadership. And I know Tammy and Lane, you guys were watching the chat box. Does anybody have any questions for Donna?
So, Kathy, I don't have any questions, but wow, Donna, I am impressed. I really am impressed. You're very inspiring and motivational, and I want to be on your team. I love so many things that you said, Donna. One thing that stands out to me, I can tell that you have experience in direct sales too. But you said so many times, it's about my team. I have an amazing team. You build them up, and it's that recognition that keeps them, one team. And another thing you said was, I share. So I teach and I share. And I love the manager calls. Like, we're going to have to talk to leaders about manager calls. I love that. And then you are duplicating what you're doing yourself. So you're doing things that other people can learn, and that it can be duplicatable so they can teach their team members. And I love that too. You have a plan, you're consistent. And then another big thing is, you said follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. That is so important. And I can tell that you watch your reports, because you already know that you have $3,000. So all those things together that you're doing is the reason why you are so successful. So kudos to you. I'm going to be watching your name up in lights, Donna, and I believe you're going to be moving up quickly, and I really appreciate you helping us with this call.
Yes, ma'am. It's no problem.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Donna, for joining us and sharing with everybody what you have been doing to make you truly successful, growing your team, and having that stability that you were talking about. Thank you so much again. So now, what is your next step? So now that you've heard what Donna has to say and you've heard Lane and Tammy going over the numbers of what your potential earnings could be, who are you going to ask right now today to join your team before May 26th? Now, some of you may be saying, well, what's May 26th? May 26th is the end of campaign 12. At the end of campaign 12, the free, absolutely free signups are ending as of the end of campaign 12. So now is the time to recruit. Now is the time to get out there. If you've ever thought about starting your team, now is the time to do it. It's totally free. They get, right now, if they place an 11 order, not only do they get a free sign up, they get a free pack of brochures and a free bundle sample pack. So what a great time to join right now. So thinking about that, thinking about recruiting, how are you going to reach out to them? Are you going to do it through Facebook? Are you going to do it through a flyer? Are you going to do it through maybe an Instagram post? Are you going to do face-to-face conversations over the phone, through email, through text message? So how are you going to do that? So thinking about how you can be that impactful. And the third thing is following up with either your upline or your sales executive. Have that accountability to where somebody is helping you to get there and set your goals. You know, Donna was talking about goals. Who can be your accountability partner to help you reach where you need to be? So good luck to everybody. Thank you so much for joining this call. Stay tuned. We will have additional calls like this, but definitely call us if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to go over as a one-on-one conversation. We would be happy to do that as your sales executive team. Lane, Tammy, do you have anything to add before we end our call?
I hope everyone has a fabulous evening.
Yes, I think this was a great call. We try to keep them short because we know that you have other things, your busy schedules, especially you, Terry, you're 70 hours a week. So thank God that you're home this week. But, you know, this is a good time while we're sitting at home. What are people doing? They're looking at their phones. They're watching the TV. They're watching videos and YouTube and Facebook. So now is the time to get out there and, like Donna said, talk to everybody that you can talk to. And if you don't know about the No Challenge, I see that Joanna Niederheiser just joined us. Hello, Joanna. I know that she teaches her team the No Challenge. So if you're on her team, ask her about it. If you want to try that, it's been around for many years and it does work. So any questions before we leave? Will we end the call? Okay. Good evening, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.